Cool hats and consistency. It is noon on Easter Sunday. And we're going to jump right into it, I think. It's the best way to do this. And you brought this topic up, Brooke.
Well, who's here?
Yeah, no, I'm back, guys.
Okay, Brooke's here.
Brooke's here. He woke up finally,
I'm here, and Tyler's here.
Jesus did.
I was in a week-long slumber.
Like we said, the sleepies.
You know, it was I missed all of work. I don't know if I still have a job.
He just woke up 5 minutes ago.
Probably lost it.
Time to start up on that restaurant idea.
Yeah. Brooke's Kitchen's gonna have to
Can
be.
you pass me the water?
Yeah.
The water.
Water right now.
I think that since we had to put down Colin,
He was being a bad dungeon troll.
We buried him out back.
He's swimming with the fishies
Oh, yeah.
in our newly
open
filled pool.
filled with water.
He's still in there.
He's still in the pool.
He's a lifeguard. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he can. The cool part about being a lifeguard is that after a while you can just breathe underwater.
Yeah,
It's a
Is that how that works?
It's a perk of
Become merman?
absolutely.
You
Or
grow.
what's the other guy's name?
King Triton.
Are you
No,
making a
what's-
SpongeBob reference?
Merman is SpongeBob.
Oh, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah.
What's the one that in the DC guy?
Oh,
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Son of a bitch. I said merman.
The
Merman.
least important superhero of
Mermaid
them all.
Man and Barnacle Boy.
I think they do have gills though, because
They have to.
But
Well, they're
all-
humans, but they somehow can breathe underwater. So,
Yeah.
all right.
He's a
So, what's
mermaid.
what's the topic you wanted to talk about?
Oh, just because it's Easter Sunday, I feel like we can just
Just talk about Thanksgiving.
We could. We just talk about like family, like holiday traditions, or what I guess.
All right, you kick us off.
We don't have to get deep. We don't have to get deep
we
because
could get deep.
you can get real deep when it comes to holidays. I
Deep.
mean, you can get into some serious religion conversations.
Well, we're
that
not doing that.
We're gonna try to avoid.
I mean, you can go ahead and start then.
But I guess Easter's always been one of those like not really it's not like compared to Christmas, right? It's not as big, but I think like religiously, I think it is.
Depends on the person.
I think it's way bigger.
Depends on the person.
I mean, it's kind of like the whole thing about Christ. But for our like family tradition, we'd always just like wake up, go to church, have a big Easter Sunday.
That's pretty typical, though, right?
Yeah, I mean that's typical. But like so,
It's just about food. It's food, drinks,
it's
and
really about
visiting.
food, drinks. So like we just have family over. We usually woke up to like a Easter basket full of like our favorite candies.
Oh, I forgot we used to do that.
Yeah.
I completely
My
forgot
mom,
about that.
my mom still does the Easter egg hunts after church, which I swear to God,
Why?
I don't know.
You're
But
all grown now.
No, we were gonna be down at the lake this weekend, but it's raining right now, so there's no real point. But she's like, yeah, we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt. I'm like, with who? She's like, you guys, the kids. I am 25 years old, Mom. I'm not looking for an Easter egg.
If I
There
really
better
want-
be $20 in each Easter egg for
I
me
saw
to
this.
go
I
do
saw this
that.
adult Easter egg hunt online where these people, what they did is they took the larger Easter eggs, and the little individual bottles of liquor, they put
Oh.
them in the Easter
There's
eggs.
incentive there.
There's an
Yeah.
incentive to.
That's-
I'm gonna
okay,
drink if I
that's
go
worth
find
it.
all these.
That's
these
worth
eggs.
it.
Okay, so
I'm not trying to find like a nickel.
A nickel.
is that what your parents did? They did nickels and money?
It was like loose change and
Really?
and like
We had
things of
that.
candy,
Grandma would
and,
do those.
and like candy. Yeah.
Okay, so
Candy,
we
loose
but then
candy.
there was like one big egg that had like $20 and maybe like a small pack of M&Ms.
God, that's
when we did it, it was either hard-boiled eggs, which you had fun with your family coloring those with the crayons and wax and dyes. It was a mess, but it was fun. Then the next morning, your parents would hide them in the yard, or the bunny, or whatever, or Jesus. He would come down and hide
Jesus didn't
eggs.
hide
He would
shit.
go into your fridge and grab the eggs.
It
and
might
be
get
like-
sacrilegious
be
on you.
Fuck
if
these
you walk
eggs."
down, he's like, I'm just grabbing the eggs. Carry on.
Why did the Easter Bunny have to hide all the Easter eggs? He
I don't know.
This logic flaw there.
He didn't want his wife to know he was cheating on her with the
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Dumb joke
It-
Easter of the day.
that was always the weird part because there was really no incentive to finding those eggs. You weren't gonna eat them after they sat in the yard for an hour or two.
Oh, you guys actually had eggs.
We did it at our house
Here.
with eggs.
We'd hard-boiled a bunch of eggs. We decorated all of them, like 24 or more.
But you didn't have anything in the eggs.
And
There's
they
just
were
a hard-boiled egg.
physical hard-boiled eggs.
And then we'd go to like our aunt's house and do that kind.
Oh, okay.
So
That blows me
different
away.
tradition. I know. See, like that's what I'm saying. Like
I knew people
why-
like colored the eggs. I didn't know people like colored them and then hid them.
Yeah. So like
Interesting.
I can't think of a reason why you would color them other than to hide them.
It was about doing that was about the fact that it was like as a kid you're like it's just about finding it.
Right.
And it's really what your parents are convincing you to do. Like we're like at the time when we
you
were kids,
want to.
you're like, "Oh, this is freaking crazy awesome. I can't wait to go do this." But then we knew that later in the day we were going to go do the other one with candy cuz our parents also got us like you said, baskets. We'd walk down kind of like Christmas almost.
Yeah.
You'd go down to the fireplace and then on the mantle or on the stone above the ground there on the
Yeah, that's where ours was.
What are
right
we
in front
gonna
of the
get?
fireplace.
we'd have like a toothbrush and some candy. And,
Yeah. It was weird. It was like a lesser,
Toothbrush
very
and candy.
direct-
I need those two.
No,
And
seriously.
they cancel each other out.
Imagine if you got a stocking full of stuff, but instead the stocking was in a basket,
It's the same thing.
and it was hidden not in packages. They would physically rip them open and put them in with that colored plastic
Yeah, no,
grass.
yeah.
And you have to pick the fucking jelly beans out of the grass, and you're like, screw this.
Well,
Oh,
we
see,
were-
ours was always in package. Our parents didn't like cruelly put the jelly beans.
They're just like they
open.
close their eyes and just
Mix it up
threw
like a
bunch of-
salad of sugar and.
They'll never get these out. It's the same tradition though.
Well, sure, but in addition to that, you also had like pool supplies. Like Dad would always, for some reason, use Easter as a way to deliver
well,
this year's pool supplies. Like, oh, the plastic torpedo and a new inflatable tube.
I think that's actually pretty brilliant because
Yeah.
we just had the pool opened up.
It feels like a gift. He probably would have had to buy them anyway.
Yeah, but he was using it as an opportunity to say, okay, summer's starting, and now you can start using the pool. Here's an appropriate time for me to gift these things to you.
Instead of Christmas,
No,
it's
that's
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
presents.
We always got gifts.
Inside
Oh,
of the
nice.
turkey.
Random times of the
And
year.
inside the turkey,
There
you
was
had
a
to
gift.
dig inside where the.
We didn't eat it. You just ripped it apart.
Yeah. There were a lot of dead turkeys.
We each got our own.
We never went hungry.
No, so that's what we did, and we would go to church too. We over the years. I mean, when we were younger, we were the type of family that went every Sunday or every other
Same.
Sunday. I mean,
Same.
We both did like the altar boy thing and the church.
Oh yeah, I
choir
forgot
thing.
you guys grew up Catholic, right?
I got
Yeah.
to the point where
Yes.
I could have chosen what I wanted to do, but never really finished the training.
Training.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
training.
did.
Do you
I did it
remember?
all the time. I liked it because
Nice.
They made you go to like instead of going to like Sunday school after. I don't remember if that was
It
before
wasn't
or
that
after.
hard.
They made you do like a retreat kind of thing with a whole bunch of other people that were going to be parish people.
you're talking about the altar boys.
Yeah,
I mean, you
they
did like
were girls there, so they were training multiple roles. But
in our church. It was a little. Yes, you could be girl.
I think I
you
trained
could be a girl if you wanted to.
Well, you could. You could choose.
altar girl.
20. It was.
At our church, you could.
2002.
They let girls do it too. Younger girls do it too.
There's
But
a-
I liked it because if I'm forced, in my eyes, I was like, if I'm being forced to be here anyway,
Might as well be productive.
I might as well be doing something instead of falling asleep in the altar because
Yeah.
we had no interest in being there.
See, like our church it's like your typical church. You go sit down, you get lectured to for like an hour and a half. But for Sunday school,
lectured to.
I know that's not
Open
the,
your math books to
I know
page
that's not the
65.
right term, but
And then John
like,
said,
but that's how I
"Do
took
the
it.
odd numbers, 1 through 54."
And evens will be your homework.
But like I enjoyed going to the Sunday school of it because when we went to high school, our high school level Sunday school was way different than anything I've ever experienced, which is way better than
And you
anything
went
I've
to-
experienced.
the public school,
I went
right?
I went to the
to
public
the
church.
public school.
Well, I didn't want to say
No,
it in
no,
case
it's
you
cool.
didn't
I
want
went to a Methodist church.
No, but you went to a public school that had a
No.
Sunday
It
school
was
service?
no. It was right. It was,
He's saying
the
that
church
they
was
had,
right
like-
it was like right next to the high school.
Oh,
They,
okay,
they
okay.
had
But
high school level
equivalent.
yeah, so like you would have like
Church.
Exams.
like your first graders would go to church or to a Sunday school. Your second
Oh, this is in
graders-
high school. Okay.
So like when you were in high school, like they just pulled grades 9 through 12 together into one room.
Okay.
But it was nice.
and it was an all-out brawl.
It was it was. It was super nice because instead of going into like the service and like just
The
sitting there
service.
quietly for an hour and listening to the priest talk, it was an open discussion.
That's better.
So
yeah.
like there would be a lesson and you know like after church you just have millions of questions. but you're too lazy to go and actually look it up on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So you just let the priest do it for you.
Like
Here,
you
like
just tell me.
here, like he would talk to you, and then like whatever question, it wasn't like you could interrupt if you wanted to. Anyone, it was just all open discussion, and everyone was like conversing their own ideas and ideologies, and it was actually it was a brilliant way to like exercise your religion.
Yeah, it's actually
It was very nice, and there was no pressure. You just got to experience it for yourself, and that's how I think I grew spiritually in that sense. And I think that was a really cool way.
I think a big difference there is that it was very keep your religious thoughts to yourself. When we were going to church, you did not talk to him.
He was forbidden.
There was hundreds upon thousands. There wasn't thousands. It was probably like
There's probably 200 people there,
Yeah, it was a big
which is a lot.
gathering. I don't know procession.
no, yeah,
whatever. You did not interrupt. You
Congregation.
did not talk. If you had questions, you kept them to yourself, and then you discussed them in smaller groups later if that's what you participated in. So after a while, you just kind of like tuned out listening to him because you're just like, well, I'm never gonna get the complete story anyway. Fuck it.
What's his name? I think his name was Father John or whatever.
Did you guys go to Our Lady of Grace?
No, Holy Spirit.
John's
that
pretty
guy's-
popular.
No, I know, but Father.
You know who I'm talking about? He's old. He was old guy.
He was the old one they couldn't.
He
get
would always do all like the church stuff. He'd go through like the songs and all the prayer and all that stuff we do and the
Yeah.
different parts of the Bible that he'd read or whatever. And then at the very end, right after, I think it was right after communion, we would do, he'd do like a kind of a connect, he'd like do like a story almost and how it connected to that
same.
part of the Bible.
Yeah.
Like imagine a teacher coming down away from the podium at the front of the room and then turning a chair backwards and being like, let me settle with you now, kids.
I'm cool. Look at me.
I can relate to you.
He'd light a cigarette up. It was.
Yeah.
It was weird. A lot of priests do smoke or did smoke.
He didn't
What
do
else are
that.
you going to do? You can't kill people.
He has to listen to people's problems all day in a little tiny room.
You got to have vices, man. Or you got to have something to get through the vices.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
And then we also do the the meal at the either grandma's house or
Yeah.
here or our
Back
aunt's
to
house.
Easter, right? Not every Sunday.
Yeah. No.
No, this is
'Cause
back
if
to
so,
Easter.
Yeah,
please
back-
tell me
going
about
back to
these
Easter.
meals that I
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
this one's gonna be different for me because my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
my mom's
we're-
birthday was
so-
2 days ago.
So
Yeah.
we're celebrating my mom's birthday and Easter at the
So
same
are
time.
we.
Your
Oh,
mo-
sweet.
We're having the same weekend.
Woohoo!
Different house.
That's really weird.
That's crazy.
What'd you get your mom for her birthday?
We got her a new pair of sunglasses,
Nice. I need a new pair of sunglasses. Mine are crappy.
You know,
like a good, nice pair.
Like Ray-Bans level.
Yeah.
it's like $150.
So
for
actually,
your
actually,
mom.
what we
Jeez.
kind of
She's not worth that.
We actually kind of cheated. We cheated. My mom is very picky about like what fits her face.
So she told you exactly what she wanted.
So we actually went and just got her a $200 gift card to sunglasses.
see, you know what?
Oh,
But-
that's the way to do it.
But like everyone else in our family, we could easily like you can hand us a pair of sunglasses and be like, hell yeah.
If
My
you know the
mom's-
person well
my mom,
enough.
yeah, my mom's just like she's very difficult for those kind of things.
Yeah.
So but everything else she's the
It's
easiest.
accessorizing.
But everything else she's the easiest person. Jewelry, easy.
What
But it's like
age
things
do
that
we
fits her face.
like become where it's like, you know what? It would just be easier for me to just give you the money or a gift card to a specific place.
When you start having your own income,
No, but like I could still buy gifts from you. I know stuff that you like, but
No.
I'm saying
It's parents are
there,
hard.
there is definitely an age, a level where it's like even as an adult,
I would say a high
sure,
school.
there
in
isn't
a high
stuff
school.
that there are certain things that you can't afford as an adult, like a car, even though every commercial makes you want to think that that's a good gift.
yeah.
It's a terrible gift.
If you really
What kind of
want
expendable income do you have?
yeah, want or need something, you're just gonna buy it for yourself. You're not gonna be like, wow, I better wait 4 months to Christmas and then hope that someone gets my hints that I want a new.
Oh, you're talking about
Like the
No.
idea, the concept that it is hard to gift for people instead of just giving them money or a gift card, because most people, what they really want or need, are just going to buy it themselves. They're not going to be able to appreciate your gift fully.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Like when I got you that cat litter for your birthday, you were so
I
happy.
threw it outside in the snow and said, "Finally!"
So yeah, I mean,
There's no joke
do,
there.
do you
No,
go
but
to?
it was just funny because I can see you doing that, even though it didn't happen.
No, I didn't get him that.
We did that actually. Remember when
It was used
we couldn't
cat
get up the
litter.
street in the snowstorm?
Oh yeah.
You guys threw cat litter in the driveway.
Yeah,
It's the easiest thing.
it was either Grace or Jake couldn't get up the street in their
Grace.
car.
It was Grace.
Or no, Jake's girlfriend is
Claire.
Claire couldn't get up the street.
She's
because
been here?
every single time she tried to get up the hill, the first hill in our neighborhood, she would floor it. It's like, I don't know why the tires are spinning. I'm stuck on the hill. And so Jake's having us out there like snuffling the snow, trying to get the ice to melt. And
I
we're
didn't know
throwing
that.
cat litter. And then a guy comes over and he's like, oh, are you stuck? Let me help you. And he goes, why don't we try this first before we change anything else? Can you try pressing down slowly on the gas? And she just goes right over the
goes right up the hill. Oh my God.
Classic stereotypical
There should be-
female driver.
there should be,
Just kidding.
They should teach you that in driver's ed. I don't know what they
I think
don't.
they do.
They probably do.
How to drive in snow.
I bet
It
they
wasn't
do.
snow. It was mostly ice.
I mean,
bet
my class. It's kind of hard to teach it if you're like you take the class. I took it in the summer, driver's ed. So it didn't. All right, now we're gonna practice driving in snow. Pretend there's ice and snow here.
Oh.
Whoa, like that.
No, you would have crashed.
You would have crashed there.
It's funny.
No, so yeah, so what
Sorry,
are
it's
you are you going over to the lake?
No, I'm going over to my parents' house.
What are they doing?
We're gonna have like a steak dinner lunch time thing. Have my grandpa over.
Classic family
So-
get together. It's
Yeah.
it's the excuse that we all have busy ass lives, and it kind of
But
like it forces you to
perfect.
go. Yeah, it's a good excuse. I wouldn't say excuse. It's a good time where your family, your extended family, even the ones in the same state or city as you, can get together and,
yeah.
and you can drink and talk
It's
and
permanently marked on the calendar.
you're like, okay,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
this is I mean
Think
yeah.
about this though.
If I eat this ice and crunch it into the microphone,
So, birthday for both of our situations, we have a parent relative with a birthday of major importance to the family. It's not just like a distant cousin. It's obviously a matriarchal figure. At the same time as a major holiday. It's not like it's Halloween where you would separate them separately. Usually the way you celebrate a birthday is similar to Easter. You get together with family members and you eat,
have a
have
present
a
or
good
something.
time.
Yeah.
Sure. How do you balance that evening so it feels like you're doing both things fairly? Do you alter the evening more so? Do you put up like balloons and streamers?
Well, I think.
But you also put like chocolate bunnies on it? I don't know.
I think that's what
Yeah.
we do. I think I think we're like gonna do the first part of the day, the Easter Sunday tradition, celebrate the fact that Jesus was risen, all that fun stuff. Open up some eggs,
like hard boiled ones.
maybe.
There's yolk in this one too.
1 for 1, baby.
So that, and then have like a dinner, and then like dinner from the rest of the night is gonna be like about my mom and how she was born.
And she was risen.
You put on a slideshow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's all the embarrassing photos of my mom that we don't have. Actually, we have a lot. Because she's like, delete that. We're like, okay,
Never.
Okay, mom. Don't delete. Save for this time.
Well, I would imagine that it would really suck to have a birthday so close to a major event,
I would agree.
major holiday.
Like what?
You never
Like
feel
Little
like
Five? I would
or
hate
just
that.
about
Little
500.
Five. I never went to Little Five.
It's
I
pretty
went,
insane.
I went to Qualls. For those who don't know, Little Five is an IU tradition, Indiana University.
It's a bike
tradition,
race.
which we never went to Indiana University, but there's this huge
I would
bike
go
race
there
that
all
they
the, I
have,
went to that every single
and
well, when I
it's
could.
it's just a shit show of a party with a
Actually, I
bike
think it's
race.
coming up. It's in May, I believe.
Yeah,
Well, it's around the
it's-
time of the 500.
It's a big tradition for them, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, you have huge musical artists that come in, they party. Even teachers are on board where they're like, I would assign you something, but it's Little Five, so I know you guys aren't going to do
You
it.
can do it the next week.
Do it the next week. Just don't die. And that's
Ball State has one too. It's called
Muncie
It's
Girl.
called Not As Good.
no. They have a race
yeah.
too. They've got a bike race too. I forget what it's called.
Oh,
Down
we
one
do, but-
street.
But we just drink all the time, so we don't really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
kinda-
I'm-
we
kinda
we
blends in
never
with every
needed an
day.
excuse. Now we don't have an event that draws like Wiz Khalifa over to us, but
There was that false report recently where they said Chance the Rapper was going to be there for that bike race at Ball State, and he was like, "No, I'm not."
and then he said, "But I would like to."
Yeah.
I don't understand
Which
why
is cool.
he'd have to be paid a large sum of money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but
The only big the biggest name I know that came to Ball State was, well, I think
Bill Cosby.
No, well, he did, but
Jim Gaffigan, I saw him.
I'm talking about music. Was Florida Georgia Line, but they weren't even balls. Like they did at the one of the auditoriums.
Yeah.
They were like going
it was
to.
before they were huge.
They were touring.
They were on their
They
way
were-
up, but
Yeah, they had just released their first album, and somebody contacted them,
Nelly.
and it was not a scheduled stop, but they had a day. They had like a day break, and the school was like, "Come here, we'll pay you on your way to your next show." They're like,
Yeah.
"Sure, why not?" And I made decent money. I mean,
That's a good marketing
Yeah.
scheme to look at
you know how
other
fast.
tours, like destination routes, and be like, oh, well, what if you just stopped here on your way to there?
That when they advertised that they were gonna, when they got them to come,
Mm-hmm.
they put up like, come buy tickets at that. I forget the name of the
The
auditorium
box
there.
office.
The little box office there. They sold out in like 3 hours. The whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, small campus, easy to get there.
Well, I mean,
well,
people.
it's something to do.
But also, yeah, I mean, besides drinking, yeah, that's all. I mean, literally, that's all we had in
Something
Muncie.
fun, and you can, yeah, hell yeah.
If you were doing anything other than studying and drinking, tell me what
At
it
the
was,
same
because
time.
I have no idea what you could have done in Muncie. I seriously don't. Other than like go to Puertos
Yeah.
one time. A
So,
week. I don't know. But anyways,
rounding-
back to
rounding
the
back into our
holidays.
original topic.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. We
So,
ramble
Yeah,
sometimes.
keeping with the theme of holidays, but maybe not necessarily Easter. Can you think of any odd holidays that you celebrated, or can you think of any things that were events that you think should have been a holiday, whether it's nationwide or community-wide? Like, there should have been a Puertos Day at
Oh my
Ball
God.
State, where the 6 Puerto Vallarta Mexican restaurants in Muncie, Indiana.
I've got one
All
here.
of them have like a mega sale, and everyone in the city shows up on that day, and it's just cheese and rice and chicken, and everyone's dead at the end of the day because it was
And
so much
margaritas.
salt and margaritas.
The monster margaritas.
When you look at like America compared to other countries, like ones in
Companies.
Europe, not
Yeah.
companies, Europe, especially in Europe, they have
The Company of Europe.
the amount of national holidays we have where things are closed and companies are closed during
Yeah.
that holiday is very small compared to Great Britain and France and those ones. They have a ton of days off, and
China.
a good one that I remember that specifically that's state oriented, which I think every state should have, is Nevada Day. In when I lived in Vegas,
Interesting.
it's the day that it was founded, so a lot of places close.
So, other than getting off work, how do you celebrate Nevada Day?
I didn't celebrate it because the companies I worked for, they were one of the few ones that they refused to close. It's not
Yeah.
required, but a lot of companies
It's-
recognized it.
It's very expensive
people
to
would-
shut down for just a day.
It
It's
is.
very expensive.
But a lot of companies would be part of their package or whatever, and then a lot of people, what they would do is they'd go and they'd use that day to extend their weekend. They'd travel other places to visit
Sure.
family, or they'd go over to Lake Mead. But I think Veterans Day should definitely be something that every single major corporation is forced to shut down for.
Well, if they want
Or
us
at
to
least
be.
or at least give those veterans the day off, which I think they do, but
That's not that bad of an idea.
I worked for the company I worked for right before I moved back here was a veteran owned company, and we were not closed on Veterans Day. And we had veterans in the company too, and they refused to close.
Interesting.
It's so stupid.
we the company I used to work for, they did celebrate Veterans Day, but they only gave it to the veterans. But
That's how it should be,
because
probably.
because there was a good population of veterans that worked at the company that they couldn't give everyone the day off.
Right.
So what they did was they split it up. They said, okay, half of you can take Veterans Day off, the other half can take the next day off, or tomorrow off, or something like
That's
that.
a good idea.
Something like that.
Same
That way-
thing. I think if veterans get Veterans Day off, then presidents should probably get President's Day off.
And I'm any kind of president.
Yeah,
if you're a
anything.
president
Not
of
just
your
As long as it's in your title.
President of America,
company.
President of Nigeria, President of
Nigeria.
Apple.
president of
Tim
your,
Cook, get outta here.
Sand Volleyball League, as long
Yeah, yeah.
as you are some kind of
As
president.
you have a
If you're
card that
president,
says president on
Just
it.
make
El
up just
Presidente.
make up a company and put the title president.
What's that tree day called? Arbor Day or
Arbor
whatever?
Day. If
Arbor
you're an
Day.
Tree
arbor,
should get that day off.
Earth
Yeah,
Day's Earth
No
Day's
oxygen
coming up.
from
the
them.
Earth should get Earth Day off.
Earth Day's coming up.
We should all get off the Earth for Earth Day.
How would we get off of it?
Just take like a quick trip
To the
over
moon.
To
I
like
wonder what a full day without humans on this planet would be like, or like how it would like
The
affect-
oxygen
like,
level would.
I just want to know like what effect it would do. I bet it would do something tremendous.
the Earth would probably explode.
Within 10 minutes, all the plants will have filled this house, and
We're
No,
the,
I mean not that.
we're
But,
the
like, I
only
want
thing
to know. I
keeping
want to
it
know
in
like.
check.
I want to know like chemically
back.
like the oxygen levels. The like
it would.
water.
Well,
That's
here's
a-
the thing with.
That's a crazy. That's
I guess
a stupid.
now that I
thought,
think
but-
about it, I don't know if it would spike because what do trees need
CO2.
CO2? And if you take up this huge
Well,
amount
yeah,
of
yeah,
CO2
yeah, I guess
from the
that's true.
planet,
All the plants die.
no, but it would just stay. It would just the level that's coming in and going out would just drop. The amount of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's silly.
There might be some plants that die, but anyway, yeah. So we're gonna take a quick break here. We're
Yeah.
about halfway through this, but then we're gonna come back with rapid fire questions.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little short podcast today.
Oh no, I mean we're half an hour.
Are we really?
Yeah.
25.
Oh wow. Time flies when you're having fun with
Oh
your roommates.
yes. Okay, yes. And we'll be back. All right.
We'll be back, guys.
And we are back from break.
Do 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 do.
Oh yeah.
Sound effects.
Every single day.
So this is rapid fire. We did this last week with Colin,
Yeah.
and it went horribly.
I think it went okay.
I
thought it went okay. I
was kidding.
I
It
listened
went really
to it.
well.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have.
God, it's terrible.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this. I don't know every week or probably every other week, but at this time we're gonna
I
do it a
like
little
it.
differently. We're each going to ask.
Don't set rules.
Oh, these are the rules and what we're going to be doing. We're each going to ask a question as quote unquote rapid fire as we can make them. If you want to make your little segment literal rapid fire answers, we can do that.
Okay. I mean, I can do the joke ones.
I mean, whatever you want to do.
Would
We'll
you-
start with mine. I think this would be a good one. Okay, you guys ready?
All right.
Sure.
We're going to start with Rug.
Okay.
We're gonna start with mine.
No.
That's a question.
No, we're starting with mine. Okay, Brug.
Oh, his answer. Okay, I got it.
Yes, not just what his questions are. Of all your body parts, which one would you be okay with losing?
Ooh.
One.
I have a follow-up question.
One body
one
part. that
major body part,
One
not
major
like your
body part?
pinky fingernail.
but like my pinky.
You could lose
Itself.
a pinky.
Okay.
Don't do something that
boring.
blank.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I would
My
probably,
hair. One hair.
if I could lose one thing, I would probably
Yes,
lose.
one.
It would probably be a toe.
Boring.
Did you know
It's
that
super
if you
boring,
lose?
but because I enjoy using all my body parts. and
Okay,
I'm
what
sorry
about
for
a
those parts.
major body part, an entire
Major-
thing?
a whole segment?
I will say
it would
this
probably,
about
it would probably be a leg.
well, I will say this about a toe. Even losing one toe can
To
throw
throw
off your balance.
Yeah.
Especially your
Um,
large one.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be the large
Okay.
one.
Follow-up question.
It'd probably be a leg.
If
Your whole leg up
Yeah.
to the hip.
Yeah, only because you can get a prosthetic leg, so I could still be able to enjoy like the running and all the exercise.
I very much agree with that. I like walking, but losing a hand.
being a robot,
You
leg,
would, I would be so lost without.
Yes, because you can
I-
do things.
yeah.
Even in a wheelchair, you can.
You can still do. I mean, I like playing video games. I like being on the computer. Could I do that without a hand or a prosthetic hand? Probably
It'd be
not.
very difficult.
not
It'd
as
be very-
dexterous.
Yeah, no, yeah. I
You
have
couldn't
more
game.
control. You couldn't play basketball. You couldn't throw ball.
A lot of balls.
Well, you could. Hopefully, it would be your other arm, your non-dominant.
non-dominant arm.
arm.
But yeah, at the same time, but still, I mean, you need it to play basketball. You need it to
Yeah.
play catch.
With my
Your
son.
son. Yeah.
My invisible.
Throw me the ball, Billy.
Yeah. So probably a full leg.
Billy the
If
son.
I had to lose like a full limb
Okay.
or something,
Okay.
like
Here's my follow-up question.
probably the left one.
You have to have a conjoined twin. What part of your body would you choose if you had to have a conjoined twin to be conjoined at?
The left.
The left
The
what?
left
The left
What?
hip.
The left hip?
Sorry, yeah, the left side of my
I
hip.
would say the right hip.
It could be anywhere.
I would
Like
say
your
the-
nose.
Here's why. Because I'm legged, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're at the hip, let's say you share that and you both have your legs, it's all the way down, you're conjoined all the way down, or like you have one leg in the middle or whatever it is. If I have the dominant leg, I'm in more control than his left leg.
Guys, experiment here. What if you were like back to back? Wouldn't that be really cool? You could,
But
like,
that's not
you
what
could
you
like
asked.
horse it. No, Okay, anywhere on your body, any physical part, you have a bridge between you and another
The
person.
hip, the left hip.
Okay, I would definitely choose like shoulder blades.
That sounds so uncomfortable and awful.
But you'd be the beast with no back.
How do you
No one
sleep?
could ever sneak up on you.
Yeah, but how do you sleep?
The side.
You just always have a knife out and you're just spinning in circles. Stay away.
Trust no one, not even your conjoined twin that's behind
And
you.
you stab him and then he's dead.
Gotcha.
Is that
awesome.
okay? So what would your
Okay.
body part be?
That I could lose.
No, not could.
Would.
That you have to.
Should.
No, we're as soon as he answers, I have.
We're
the
gonna
knife, I have
remove
the
it.
knife ready.
Okay. Whole body part.
It could be an
Uh,
eyeball. It could be any part of your face.
I wonder how.
It could be your
I
hair.
wonder if you lost your jaw. How
That would be-
livable life would be.
That horrible.
you
couldn't
still have a mouth.
couldn't choose food.
Not like
chew.
the skin and everything. Just the bone.
So
It's
you're
just like meat hanging.
Jesus.
It's not fun. Probably.
Don't do the same one he did, even
Yeah,
if that's
well-
what your answer is.
Probably an eye.
Which one?
Left. Then I have to worry less about.
Glasses. People staring at your
Well,
eyeballs.
no, the
you,
like
you get to wear a monocle.
the boogers that are in like your eyelashes when you wake
Yeah,
up.
I
I wouldn't
hate
have to
that.
worry about cleaning those up. So that's like
So
a
tedious.
saving
It's
time.
that big of
Such
an
a
issue.
tedious
It's one of the.
This is a big chore,
I hate going in the shower and having to pick those things out.
dude. You got to do it dry. That's the best way.
You know
You
what's
can't
the-
get it wet.
The worst is when you see a dog or a cat with them. They're like, do they know?
Oh,
And it irritates you. Like, get that out of there. Like, I don't.
I pick my dog's eye boogers
How
all the time.
uncomfortable that must be for them. Nala doesn't really get him. I don't even know where she went.
Because
She's right
she's got.
behind you.
I mean, you can see him rolling down her face when she's
Oh,
constantly
she's behind
crying.
me.
Yeah, she's watching.
Bark.
Ruff, ruff.
All right. Anyways,
she
mine
will.
mine would be. I like
Ultimately,
my left eye.
that's a hard question. You know, really, there's not a whole lot of things that you could lose.
Unless you actually lose them.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
you
no.
don't
Even if
know.
you really lost them, there's
Here's the question that you really want to avoid. Let's say you're being tortured, and the guy goes, "All right,
chainsaw.
I'm going to remove one body part from you, and you get to pick what it is."
Like,
Yeah, we get the premise, but
But I'm saying it's not like
you get to pick one, and you.
it has to go.
The logic
and
would
you-
need to be, I would like to maintain a normal life after this, even missing said body part. There's
Correct.
very few that you could lose.
I do like the eye. My left eye's already pretty shitty anyway, so I would probably pick that one because my right eye's doing all the seeing anyway. But since
just
you already
lo-
picked that,
Lose your right eye and see how
I'd be
fun it is.
blind.
Well, you'd be.
then you would be able to read Braille.
Well, it would just everything would be
You'd
very
gain the
blurry.
power of Braille.
Like you're blurry. I can see. It's just blur.
Well, I'm always blurry. I'm just.
Oh,
a
that's
blurry,
just.
I'm just a blurry.
You're
person.
one of the blurry
That's
race
how
people.
I was born.
I was a happy accident.
I would probably pick my left leg from the knee down, not the hip down.
You need the femur, man.
You don't have to. It's a major body part. Knee down.
That's true.
Or if I had to lose an arm, I'd do my left arm from the.
What about
elbow
just your
down.
knee caps? Like they leave your arm in place, but take the caps.
Your arm.
No, your kneecaps or the legging tags.
They leave your arms, but they take the knee.
They leave. Okay.
All right. What's your question?
Mine? Okay. I mean, I already kind of did one, but I'll do another one.
You have to.
So we're in a weird alternate future where the technology for lightsabers has been studied, figured out, and mass produced where literally they can be purchased at a home goods store like Lowe's.
Okay.
You can pick up for not even that much of a cost $100. Kind of like you're buying a chainsaw or an expensive tool, a
Okay.
lightsaber. And people just have them, like baseball bats, though they're not really used for like games. How different do you think that world would be? In my opinion, I would imagine that this wouldn't last that long because the amount of accidental lopping of body parts would be immense.
Because it's not like a sword where, let's say you get hit with a sword. Unless that sword is incredibly sharp and you're really putting a lot of force with the swing, your arm
still
or
gonna
limb
kinda
is, it's not, you might get gashed, but you're not going to lose the whole thing.
Maybe.
A lightsaber would cut through you like hot, like butter. It
Like
would
they
just
they show you in the movie trailers of like Star Wars, they're like running with their lightsabers. I'd be like, no,
No, don't run with that. Don't
Just like one accidental like twist of your arm is like, oh no.
What's that mayonnaise sound of when you're shooting?
That's the blood coming out for a brief second and then cauterizing.
Yeah, it does cauterize immediately. But you could say the same thing about guns, and guns are still legal.
I guess.
And people run with guns all the time.
They
Yeah.
run. They just I'd pick mine up and
Accidentally shoot
run.
themselves.
I mean, it would be a cool universe, but there probably would have to be some kind of, if they did make them, there'd be just like with guns. There'd be, you've got to take.
Legislature.
Yeah, there's laws that say okay,
You can own a
this,
broadsword pretty easy.
but again, something that could kill somebody that easily, or hurt yourself that easily. There's gonna be laws and stuff in place behind it, like how you the background check that you have to do to actually own it or
Throwing
what.
a lightsaber.
So yeah, hell yeah.
Are you a psychopath or like stabbing?
I am.
people with
I am.
light
The
and
Jedi. I'm my one true people, and like that. I don't know. That would just.
They're like,
So
okay.
so going back, what was the question entirely?
So,
kind of world would
we're
it be with-
we're in a culture where
Every-
lightsabers
like-
have been mass produced. Everybody can afford them. It's like not even a big thing. You can buy them at Lowe's.
Okay.
How different would you feel about that world? How different would it be to you?
I'm kind of agreeing with Kyle. Like it'd just be like guns, right? You have background checks. You
Yeah.
have all these things. I would have to
you
prove
you
that I
limit
have
to
the
one per
Force.
person.
I
Yeah. Are you one with the Force?
yeah.
Well, there's no force.
I was
just
gonna-
lightsabers.
Okay, hold on. I want to segue
No, I know.
into yours question with the same thing. If you had to pick what color
I was about to ask that.
lightsaber
Yeah.
you
Fuck
would
yeah.
pick, what would it be?
I mean, we've been on the websites before where they tell you what like the colors are supposed to represent. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they change based on who you are as a person, or you're supposed to pick them as you build them to be for like specific representation. Like it's a fucking mood ring. Like it's blue. It means you're being thoughtful. No, like I don't remember how that works, but based purely off color, I think it would be sick to have a yellow one.
Yellow would be cool.
Yeah. I forget what that one means though. But I
means
wish
you
I
have to
wish
pee
I had it
All the time.
All the time.
Small bladder.
Let's just get this fight over. I gotta go to the bathroom. Come on.
Like Mace Windows was.
I
was
love the
because-
purple one.
The purple one.
The purple one was because
He was
he was
powerful and
no, it was
He was the
dumb.
only black guy. in
he
the
was
universe.
he was originally connected to the dark side apparently, and so he has struggles with the light and the dark, and that's the kind of color you get when you're
I
an
guess blue
ex-Sith.
and red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did he really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's what a website said. So take that for
A
what it
website.
means. Yeah,
Well, if they put it up there, then it has to be real.
I mean, fan websites exist. Pink purple means that you are secretly a unicorn.
I don't know if they can't do multiple colors in one.
Don't say never, because Star Wars
What was-
fan fiction.
Well, what that General Grievous? He had like 4
He just stole 'em.
He had-
Those were other
they
people's
were just
lightsabers.
He
other
killed
people's.
people and stole them.
Gotcha.
And he really wasn't a Jedi. He was just a robot that had multiple arms.
That had been trained.
Well,
Like
yeah.
anybody
how
can swing a
I
lightsaber.
know.
Mine would be the red is classic. That's my favorite color, so I'd pick
I
red.
think they're red, but everyone would think you're evil.
Yeah,
If-
well, he
if-
is.
But again, you said take out the whole. If lightsabers just existed in our world, where there's no jet.
so we're
there's-
buying them at Lowe's, and we're picking. There's just a big rack of lightsabers,
And you
and
can
you're
pick
just
what
picking your color. Okay,
I
okay,
would pick red.
okay,
There's no like negative connotation to it.
sure. There's no Force users or cults and
Yes.
shit.
Well, there may be, but I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
that's what I do. I'd pick
So-
red.
Yeah. Okay.
What would yours be?
My color?
Yeah.
I like the purple one. But green's my favorite color also, so it'd be one of those two.
Mm-hmm. I also like. I think
It's
orange
kinda
would be cool too. You never see that.
Ooh.
Or like like
Damn.
a shade of a different, like a
Gray.
Clear would be interesting.
like a really
Silver.
really really dark blue.
Wasn't there a white lightsaber?
I know there's a black one.
Yeah, we looked that
That'd
up
be
yesterday
cool. That would be cool.
It's called a dark saber,
A dark saber.
because it's not
and
light.
it's not, and it's not shaped like a tube. It's shaped like a sword. Comes
Oh,
to a
sweet.
yeah. It's flat and it comes to a point. It's
Dope.
black.
That's
Interesting.
awesome.
I mean, that's
People are
neat.
cool.
Okay, what's your question?
All right. Hold on. I had it. I swear to God, I had it.
I mean, you're in through a list of stuff.
I
here.
am going through a list of stuff, and I picked out a favorite, and then I lost it. Okay, so it's kind of like the lottery question, but I don't want to hear like I would put it away, or I would save it, or I would invest in certain stuff. If you had like $1 million right now, what was the number one thing you're going to buy immediately?
in stock.
No. Like no like financial thing, like a fiscal.
If I had to buy a product and not
Yeah.
invest it,
Yeah. Like, what's something that's on your list that like I really want this?
I am not a big proponent of the kind of people that buy big ass houses. I'd buy a decked out small house that has all the like really state of the art shit,
Okay.
but like small. You know,
So like a
3
mansion that's the size of like an apartment.
like the size of this house.
Okay.
But like the whole thing is super nice on the interior. That's all wired together. Like there's a computer system that runs the whole.
House.
Yeah, everything. All the
Everything's
TVs are
at
mounted into the wall. Really
perfect
state of the.
temperature.
Oh yeah, it cleans itself. All that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or a yacht.
A yacht.
boat ownership
That's
is hard, man.
But again, if you have the money to buy a yacht, even
Yeah.
a smaller one, you could pay people to clean.
And don't just think of it like a million. Say like you had all the money in the world, right?
I think
like,
yachts cost more than $1 million.
That's what I was
You can
saying. Like,
get
so think
small
of
ones.
think of like anything like.
or a used one.
Just think of like you had all the money in the world. What's the first thing that you're gonna buy for yourself?
Go to Craigslist
I'd-
buy a discount yacht.
I'd pay off all my debts, pay off all my family's debts.
Right, but before like
Yeah,
the
$1 million
financial. So like
doesn't
not the
seem too
financial,
extreme.
like a physical object.
Yeah, I'd buy a house.
Physical object.
I'd buy a house.
I'd buy a really nice ball, like a football. It's like Spalding or something. It's like 20
And that's it.
That's awesome.
No, I would have probably said a house too. Then after that, I was thinking maybe like a very detailed maid service that's all encompassing, not like sexually, but like
Cleans your house,
yard,
paints your
pool.
room.
No, I don't need painters.
Ooh, that'd be nice to have a nice pool.
But maids are kind of useless in the long run because they'll just try to take the rest of my $1 million.
They'll slip on a banana. And
You know, it's
sue
on a
you.
banana. I was gonna quote that.
Well, then just don't
I'm getting to it.
eat bananas at
After
home.
that, it would probably be a zoo, but
That'd be cool.
just never visit it.
I own that zoo.
Just purchase it and be like, I'm now the owner, but let them keep doing exactly what they were
Would
doing.
Matt Damon be a co-owner?
Matt Damon would be in the zoo. You know, I'd buy Matt Damon.
Get in your
It'd just be a
cage.
zoo of all these actors.
Yeah. Well, no.
Act
it's just-
for me, peasant.
I would much prefer a normal zoo with like walruses and giraffes, and then there's just one like
Matt
Matt
Damon.
Damon pen.
The
I feel
Matt
like,
Damon
Like,
exhibit.
wait, is that really Matt Damon?
Let me out!
He-
Never!
I paid you $1 million.
You didn't pay him. You captured him. You paid for the
I
rights. of
paid
his-
for a Matt Damon trap for $1 million.
They're very expensive.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones?
I can look them up. I would choose my own personal space station.
Ooh, you
You're gonna need more than $1 million.
That's why I said like all the money in the
He
world. It's
changed
not-
his
it's-
question. It's all the money in the world, or it just
or like a lottery money, like just
Or not
a
even money,
stupid
it's-
amount of money that you could do whatever
Well,
the hell.
$1
you
million is not a stupid
Want. That's
amount
why.
of money.
That's why. Well, for us it is.
I mean, it would
but,
be, yeah,
but
if I
not
knew
not to build my own space station.
Yeah.
amount.
Are
But,
you gonna pull in what is it, Interstellar, and build one out of a
No,
building?
no. I just want to like. I just
oh
wanna
that
float
oh
around.
yeah that's I mean it wasn't really a building, it was
It was.
this whole building's a centrifuge. That's what Matt
I'm gonna
Um,
go into space.
So what are the odds that our parents listen to this?
Probably
podcast?
not
Ever.
If you have a faint deception
unless
that
you
they will
sit there
eventually.
unless you sit there and
Favorite
tell them.
sex position.
Ooh,
This could.
the reverse crouching monkey.
I don't know enough about the names to call them.
I don't even know. I don't even know the names. I'm not. I don't have a favorite. It just I like to do a
You
lot.
just like to do a whole bunch.
I don't like to do the same one every
Well, yeah,
time.
you
or
don't
all
want you don't
the
want to be
entire
stuck in like missionary the entire time, or you don't
time.
want
Well,
to
some
be
people
stuck.
do. Some girls are
yeah,
lazy, and you have to do all the work.
True,
They're like, I don't want to get up. I'm like,
but then at the same time, I'm sure there are other guys out there that are like, I'm just gonna lay here.
and you do all the work.
Yeah,
It's. I don't know. Do you have one? I don't have a favorite one.
dude, I'm a huge fan of Doggy.
Well, I do like that one.
Oh fuck yeah, dude, that one's the
While
best.
dogs watch you.
Yeah,
They're
I
like-
love it. Well, why? That's
Huh.
Put the dogs on
that's
the
how
bed
they got the
next to it.
name. You bring a bunch of dogs in to watch you do doggy style. You teach them how to fuck.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Got it.
That's the me style.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. That
What?
looks familiar. No.
I think I saw that in a porn once.
It's funny
That
how
I watch
all,
live.
all animals do the.
Yeah, why is it just doggy style? I swear, like all
It's just the
other
way
animals
their
do it.
bodies are designed.
But
and-
doesn't every animal do it like that?
well, I don't know. Like dolphins.
I'm not a
dolphins-
biologist, but I do own a zoo.
I'm not a biologist, but let me just tell you. I mean, you have to always clarify that you're not a biologist whenever you start a sentence.
I'm not the president, but I do own a zoo.
You're the president
You're
of
the
that
president
zoo.
of the zoo, which means you get President's Day
yeah,
off.
yeah. We're tying it all back together.
I have one more,
Okay.
and then we'll wrap up this semi-short episode.
If you could get a haircut, could you get me also a haircut?
No, I do need a hair. I just got one. It wasn't enough off. Anyway, oh, whoops, sorry.
Very cool.
I have tattoos. Neither of you have tattoos. If you had to get one tattoo, what would it be?
Had to? Well,
Had
that's
to.
the complete wrong way to approach a tattoo.
Okay,
That's like
the
a
question.
number barcode
I-
on your arm.
Okay,
Hitler.
You've got to get one. What is it going to be?
Do you have like ideas that you've always like thought about?
Something
getting
that, like,
tattoos of?
There's never been a single object or image that I ever thought I want to immortalize that on my body. Not
I'm
because
si-
I have a problem. I know. Not because I have a problem with tattoos or I dislike them in any way. I just don't see the reasoning of doing it over just buying the art and putting it on my wall.
I get that, but I'm saying in this
If I had to have
scenario,
one,
pick one.
tattoo another face on my face.
No, it would be.
That'd be rad.
So you'd go so extreme.
Matthew
that
McConaughey's face on
you
my
wouldn't
face.
put something inside your shirt.
Nope.
You'd go a face
Lose
over your
every
face.
job.
Wow.
But I would be the guy who looks like Matthew McConaughey that owns a zoo.
Okay, since he doesn't want one,
I've had a couple tattoo
I'd get a
ideas.
sleeve.
what would it be? A sleeve of
so-
what? Disney characters?
I have a
I've
friend,
seen those.
I have a friend that has one.
Let
and
him
it's
finish.
really rad.
We'll come back
A
to
sleeve
me.
of Disney
Yeah, she
characters?
has a sleeve of all Disney characters. It's super rad.
Did you know
I'll
that
show-
now
I'll show
Disney
it to you
owns
after
her
this.
arm
Probably.
and they can take it?
Probably.
Tying back into our first question.
Well, they can take her arm, they can take her skin.
Wow.
But I have a couple ideas. The number one thing that sticks out to me is when, and this is a big win, I have kids. When they turn 5,
Get their
or
faces
something,
all
that
jank.
whenever they're able to like start writing their own name, give them a 3x5 and have their 5-year-old handwriting in their name.
Mm-hmm.
And then tattoo that to the left side on my
Up high.
Near your bra strap
yeah,
because
like
you're a
right
girl.
right by my rib cage.
Yeah, that's cool.
Only because, and the left side's meaningful because it's the closest side to your heart.
Exactly.
So
That's
my
cool.
so my kids' names and their own 5-year-old handwriting, forever on my body.
Branching question.
Even though they're always right there.
Would you keep
What would
doing
you
it
name
every
your children?
I don't know yet.
If
I
one's,
know the firstborn son has to have a middle name of Allen just because my dad's middle name
You
was
should
Allen.
call him Allen
My
Allen.
middle name's Allen.
A-L-L-E-N and
No,
then A-L-E-N.
A-L-A-N.
Okay.
The right way.
Allen Allen. Perfect.
Fuck those double L's.
Okay, go on.
A-L-E-N?
What's the other one?
A-L-A-N.
A-N.
Not the kids, but what was the other tattoo idea you had? Sorry.
And Mickey Mouse right there.
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse in the center of your chest.
Freaking Mickey, man.
The other idea, I have to look them up because they're not memorable ideas. I just always like wrote down like shit that I thought would look cool, but not really.
I think tattoos is about a
It-
state of mind. You
It's
have to have
very
the right state of mind.
It has to be the right state of mind. You have to like, it has to be very meaningful. I don't care for people with. Let me rephrase that.
I don't care for people with tattoos.
I don't care
Get
for.
outta
Like,
here.
I don't mind people with tattoos. I don't see it as a problem. I don't think it's an issue. I don't like seeing like shitty tattoos.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna put something on your skin, don't get like
A
the,
$25
like-
tattoo.
yeah. I want.
Is that even possible?
like you want like good
Someone
art
will
on
do
your
it for
body?
$25.
You don't want to get like.
at any
And I'm sorry if I'm
reputable-
offending anyone here. I know your tattoos aren't. Your tattoos are
that
good.
even if you don't
But
like
the
them,
people that
they're-
are listening.
I don't care if people.
The people
don't
that
like
are
my
listening.
tattoos.
I don't like tattoos that like gothic like handwriting for like family or your last name on the back of your back. It's
Yeah,
like,
the whole like
it's
the,
like
the
it's like
script
it's like
across
or
your
like
spine.
right
it's
the
like
word
you're wearing a
cowabunga
jersey.
in
Did you
the
forget your
font.
last name that you have to like look in a mirror to see it?
It just if some people
I don't know.
they want
but it's them, and it's not my body, so I don't give a shit what they do.
Yeah,
with
it's-
it. So that
No.
by
Do
all
you
means
like
do
It
you.
hurts the culture as a whole, though.
Not really.
If I were to actually get something, like a tattoo,
be like a cat. Or
So
something.
that sounds very judgmental of me, and I'm sorry for that.
What about a favorite game character, a favorite movie character, or
then, like that's the thing.
quote?
There's not a whole lot that I want to put on my body.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
I know, but if I had to, I don't know.
Would you do a half sleeve of something?
I would
Cool
I
artwork
would
that you like?
probably do a half sleeve or a whole sleeve, left arm with just multiple different graphically designed, appealing,
That all kind of just
things.
roll and tie together.
whatever they are.
Cool.
But that's bland and
Oh, I thought of my other one.
Yeah.
Sorry. So mine would be about like family and stuff, and it would just be like little images that would tie into like maybe like a half sleeve or something like that. So like my grandpa impersonates Hopalong Cassidy. For those who don't know, it's just like an old Western character, cowboy guy.
Professionally,
So
or
like,
for fun?
so like, he actually impersonates him for fun, but it is professionally. Like he goes to like China and like Arizona and does all these tours and stuff. I think he's been to Vegas a couple times.
damn.
Carnegie Hall he's been to. So like maybe like the Hopalong Cassidy hat or like the horse topper. My grandma was kind of like a very Native American, so maybe like a dream catcher next to it.
There you go.
So summarize your
Um,
family in like Monopoly pieces, but not like the dog or the shoe, but like
Yeah.
if you had to break a person down into an image or object.
And then
that's what it
yeah,
would be.
and then like my grandma's name is Rose, so maybe like a rose.
Rose.
So like the Jewel of the Sea from Titanic.
God damn it!
They'll never find it. Did she really throw that in the ocean? I really hope not.
Yeah.
I don't think it was real.
The heart of the ocean?
The heart of the ocean. That's it.
Oh.
Did she really? We'll never know. It's a
I
tale
think
lost
that
in
was
time.
I think that was like a fictional story about the Titanic.
Probably.
Oh,
I
don't
would
think that was a-
imagine
I don't
that
think that was a
real.
real
I don't
thing.
think the survivors of the Titanic were like, who the fuck is Rose and Jack? Those two fuckers who were running around the ship.
How come Rose and Jack got a
Spitting
movie,
everywhere?
but my friend didn't? He was on the Titanic too.
your friend.
The second one?
He was the one who was playing the violin. Well, at least he got a part.
He got a party cast and he played himself.
I don't want one of those peasants down in the lower bunkers just dancing. Like,
Yeah.
that's just your friend. He just died.
That's where I would have wanted to hang out. But
Yeah, that was where the party was at.
Yeah, the party was out there.
But yeah, so that would be like my.
I got
little
you.
giant tattoo
That'd be cool.
ideas.
That'd be cool.
Any other questions you guys got for rapid fire round?
I can, but I'm just gonna save them for next time.
Okay, let's just do it next time.
I got one.
That way I can drive
All right, real
them out
quick.
a little more.
Last one.
We'll do a would you rather real quick.
Okay.
Okay. It's not like disgusting or gross or like dismemberment, but would you rather all dogs on Earth act like cats and cats no longer exist, or all cats on Earth act like dogs and dogs no longer exist?
Cats act like dogs. Only because I really love the personality of dogs. And if there was an animal that still acted like a dog, I would still love it the same.
I would go the other way because
You like the look of a dog, but the attitude of a cat?
sometimes dogs are too much. And I like cats. Cats can be more.
They hide under
Yeah.
decks.
Well, yeah. Sometimes like dogs can just sometimes dogs can just be like way too much at times. Like they're just like too hyper, or they don't stop barking. Even if you scold them, it doesn't. They don't. You have to like be really really trained. Where cats can they just do their thing? Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather have a dog that acts like a cat and just chills.
I agree. I think I like the look of dogs more, but I like the personality.
Well, I like the look of both, but if I had to pick one, what I'd rather have a dog that acted like a cat.
Also, if cats either had laser eyes or
Cats
poison claws, which would you prefer that they got?
Cats with
The
freaking
poison-
laser eyes on their heads.
Poison claws, because they could shoot you with their laser eyes from distance if you didn't feed them.
Feed us. No.
No. Ah, my eye. Yeah, that without a doubt it would be
Without a doubt, laser eyes.
because you
would
could
be the
cage them up and they could just be like,
You can declaw them.
oh yeah, see, there you go. You
worst. Take
can't
away their
So
poison
it wouldn't
claws.
even matter.
remove their eyeballs.
That procedure would be way more expensive. Because I got fucking poison again. Get the antivenom.
Cat anti-venom.
That's fine.
Well, thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it. As always, we will see you next week. And hopefully Colin will be back.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
we have to
camping
get him
in
out of the
Kentucky
pool.
right now.
He's on
Oh,
the pool.
just kidding. Yeah, he's in the pool. Fuck.
He's swimming around.
I've ruined everything.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Have a happy Easter.
Wow. They're not going to hear this until after Easter. Bye.